Hey, what's up, everyone? How you doing? It's me, Mr. Forecalf. I decided to go and revisit the X-Plane 11. And what you see on my camera, it's Thrustmaster T16000M flight controller. So I decided to go ahead and revisit X-Plane 11 because I've been an owner of X-Plane 11 since 2010 or 2011, something like that. I think 2011. Um, I had X-Plane 10 and then moved to X-Plane 11. So I'm a veteran from X-Plane. I've been using X-Plane for a long time. And there was basically two simulators. There was X-Plane 11 and Flight Simulator Steam when it came out. But I always found myself using the X-Plane 11 because it has the entire world for you to travel. And you couldn't do that on the previous uh, Microsoft Flight Simulator Steam 10. You had to basically purchase a DLC for a scenery, but here it's all included. One of the unique things about, and that's what I'm going to try to talk about here, one of the cool unique things about the X-Plane 11 is that everything it's handcraft in 3D, right? That bridge, it's handcraft in 3D. And it lights up with lights in them. Every in each light, it's volumetric light that reflects with a space and object. So everything here it's handcrafted. You don't need to wait for any data to be loaded up. So everything's 3D rendered. All those lights over there, they're 3D rendered. Uh, they're not flat surfaces. So this was one of the key selling points when X-Plane 11 came out. Was the fact that everything you see here it's exactly handcraft. All the highways are there. All the cars are there as they should be, with the lights when they're driving by. So, you know, um, I know that this is old, it's outdated, but when you think about how long this software has been out for, it's still holding up good. Yes, it's a little bit outdated, obviously, but it's still holding up good. I can tell this is Manhattan. I can tell this is New York City. I can tell over there is the Statue of Liberty, right? I can tell. You know, when I'm traveling to a New York City here, I know it's in New York City. So, still, it was done well, honestly. And even when you get to the night, when you go to the night, total night darkness, it still looks great, man. Look at that. That still looks great. It's not bad. And I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna fly around a little bit. We're gonna jump in and we're gonna start flying. Um, First, we're gonna do it from a third-person perspective, and then we're gonna go ahead and fly around. Now, the clouds obviously are really not that good. Even Austin Mayor says, "Hey, you know, we got to do about these clouds. We got to do something about them," and they did. You know, there's orbs, there's certain add-ons you can purchase for the X-Plane 11, and will make it look better. Will make it look greater. There's tons of add-ons for the X-Plane 11. What's another thing about the X-Plane 11? It's really the 60 FPS, the frame rate. The frame rate, it's really good, man, on the X-Plane 11. So this is still pretty good, man. Um, I hate to repeat myself like a broken record because I know some people don't like that, but we have to keep in mind something. We're talking what, 10 years, 11 years? This is an old uh, software and still looks pretty darn good. I mean, not bad. It has aged, but it hasn't aged terribly. You know, it's still good, in my opinion. I'm gonna go over there to that highway. a little bit. And I can show you you can see the Manhattan over there. You can see the New York City, and looks like a New York City, right? I can tell it's a New York City, even if I'm, over here in a cockpit. Let's switch to a cockpit, the view. I mean, I can tell. I can easily tell what it is. Okay. So, I'm kind of impressed, to be honest with you. And I know I'll take a lot of criticism for this. Oh, how could you say that? This is a old software. Well, that's the whole thing. It's old, and it hasn't aged that badly. On Microsoft Flight Simulator, you need that data center to have something similar to this, right? Here, everything's handcrafted in 3D. Everything gets handcrafted in 3D. And not bad, honestly. I really was expecting. I was like, okay, let me review. I was expecting things to be terrible, and I'm like, all right, I haven't done X-Plane 11 in a long time. Maybe it's time to check it out. It's time to go back to it. But listen, man, this is not bad at all, my friend. Let's go over here to the highway, to the city. Let me zoom in a little bit like this so we can see it better. And look at that, you can clearly see the cars down there, the lights, every and each individual light, it's working the way it should be working. Nice detail of scenery. Not bad, man. When this first came out in 2011, this is a pretty big deal. I know there was X-Plane 11, X-Plane 10, but the cars look like cars. They do look like cars. Look like cars. They look the way they should look. I would still say X-Plane 11. It's holding up pretty good. Of course, they're gonna have a next generation X-Plane 11. Of course, that's coming. But hey, man, I'm still impressed here. I'm still impressed with how well this is looking. Because a lot of people been kind of trashing the X-Plane 11 ever since Microsoft came out, and I'm like, well, hold on a second, that's not fair. This is old software versus Microsoft, right? And it's still holding up pretty good, and you don't need to be connected to the internet to collect any data. There's that too. And you can also select, if you have triple monitors, you can select your Garmin over here any which way you want, right? You can use it, close it. There's that. And you can put it on a different types of monitors, especially if you decide to use a triple monitor to get that nice field of view. So I'm kind of impressed, man. It's pretty remarkable. But what do you guys think? Now this gets me excited for the next generation X-Plane 11. They already showcased something with the trees and what they're gonna do with the trees, and how the change of seasons gonna be implemented. I don't know, man. Guys, I love competition. Listen, man. Of course, Microsoft Flight Simulator is my main thing. That's what I play. But I like competition, and don't discount the X-Plane and Laminars and Austin Mayer. Don't discount them. You know, you should definitely keep them in mind, because this looks pretty good to me. Well, I say pretty good, I mean, it aged well. What I'm trying to say, it has aged well, and it's not bad. Not bad at all. I mean, I can play it. I'll tell you what, man. And the cool thing about this is I don't have to be connected to the internet. I don't need the internet to play this. You understand? And look at the trucks and the cars. They look the way they should look, realistically, like in Grand Theft Auto, right? They look better than Cyberpunk. The cars, they look better than Cyberpunk. I'm just saying. Remember Cyberpunk? So anyway, let's go full dark at night here, just to show you how good it looks at night. Look at this. Not bad, man. Not bad at all. Get a little bit closer to the cockpit. Look at that. Nice, man. Very nice. Let's get up a little bit up in the sky. Let's just see how it looks from the sky at a higher altitude. Yeah, man, that's pretty darn good. So impressive, I have to say, for an old software. Pretty impressive. I also play this in a VR, on a virtual reality. You know, somebody asked me the other day, how come it never came out to a console? Well, because Austin Mayer felt that his software, it's really meant for a PC. And he wrote it, coded it for PC. On a console, it would be just... it wouldn't be the same experience, basically, what he was saying. On a PC, it's where you can truly immerse yourself with that full flight experience, you know. This is why the PCs are used for simulators, and they're the best, you know. So, well, yeah, guys, well, there you have it. I mean, I don't know what else to say, except pretty impressive, you know, in my opinion. Not bad. So leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. You know, what are your thoughts on this, and how do you feel? I felt like revisiting the X-Plane 11 a little bit to give you my honest opinion on it. And I want you to keep one thing in mind, guys. When you are leaving the comment, I want you to be aware of the fact that we are comparing something that's a decade old versus something that's just came out with a brand new engine, brand new everything, brand new technology, right? So we have to be kind of fair, and that's the way I'm judging this. I'm not saying that this is better than Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm simply saying that this thing really holds up. And I think when it came out, it was way ahead of its time. But it still holds up. X-Plane 11 still holds up. Look, you can see a cup. There's a cup over there. Small little details you see. And I want to hear your opinions about being connected to the internet, using that data for the geometry with what you call it, Bing Maps and all that, versus not using the data to be collected, and then just from a computer, from a hard drive, you are rendering all of this, right? With your GPU, CPU, and all the data that's put inside software. And let me know what you think. You know, give me honest opinions on it. Because it'd be interesting to hear your opinions on this. You know, I think it looks great for its age. And anyway, I lost my train of thought. You guys let me know what you think. I already told you how I feel. But you let me know, what do you think? Like, what are your opinions on it? Okay? But there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching.